Good morning. Now I just have to wait for those people that have already been here to come back. So definitely Mercury playing games today. So how did everybody go? Good morning. Welcome back. How did everybody go? I know I was awake for the eclipse, obviously. It was a solar eclipse. Good morning, Alicia. I hardly slept at all last night. I had trouble going to sleep, and then I woke up at 2:30, and then I was still awake at 3:30, and then I was still awake at 4:30. No, it was me, Emma. It was me glitching out. I was like, fuck this, I gotta start again. All right. So we have had the eclipse now. Okay, it doesn't mean that the eclipse energy has gone. All right, it just means that that peak activity has happened. The eclipse has passed. But you know, this is like for the next 6 to 9 months, we're going to be experiencing this. One morning you're on time. Yeah, so this being the Aries new moon, let's think about like the things that I mean, obviously we don't do crystals, we don't do much magic or manifesting during an eclipse. Good morning, Susan. However, we are going to be aware of the things that are happening that relate to this in 6 months at the Aries full moon. All right, so that's October's full moon. That, you know, just like it was the lovely Karen that reminded me of this. So 6 months ago, when we had the last Aries full moon, which may have been an eclipse as well, I know we had that crossover. So anyway, so yeah, you know, the things that are happening now they'll be reminiscent of in October. Reminiscent means reverse. I'll just start again. And that's the thing with life, you can just start again. All right, so right now we are also having a Chiron Kazemi. So if your world is showing you your wounds right now, or you know, you're aware of your pain points, you could be physically feeling pain, or you could just have some old crisis and trauma in your face. It is the sun shining its light on Chiron, and this new moon in Aries is like, are you going to let that hold you back anymore, or are you just going to bravely strive forward? All right. You know, in addition to the Mercury retrograde, you know, we are looking at our lives in relation to me and how it affected I, because, you know, we all want something better and bigger now. Good morning, Claudine. Oh my God. I think this is like one of the only times you've ever joined live. Oh, good, Sally. I'm glad you slept awesomely. I was saying that I hardly slept at all. All right. So now, I did read it out yesterday, but it's today, so I'm going to read it again. The sabian symbol for this new moon is a magic carpet hovers over the depressing reality of everyday life in an industrial area. And it is just talking about using your own mind to lift you above the negative situations and attain a more calmer and spiritual perspective. So, you know, Chiron, the wounded healer. Good morning, Cara. Yes, new moon miracle. And you're not at home as well, Claudine. Yeah, so, you know, um, oh my God, sorry. All right. All right. The things that have previously hurt us do not have power over us if we acknowledge them for the gifts that they have given us. We can become teachers of that same adverse situation so that other people can grow and get stronger the same way that we have. You know, a lot of us here are, you know, I'm not saying that we're crones, but we're not in our mothering years anymore. We've moved past that. Good morning, Liz. You know, we've moved past that giving birth. We're now grandmothers, and you know, the crone, the wise woman, the women that support, you know, the people that are like us but younger. Oh my God, I've lost my freaking words today. Anyway, today's got some serious potential for us to just acknowledge and move past. You know, like I know I had a situation yesterday with Daniel, and it just made me really aware of my own life experience, and it put it into a perspective that I had not considered before. it made me look at my own life like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like I live this stuff every single day, yet it completely took me by surprise. Good morning, Louise. How are you? So it's something that I'm going to investigate today. I'm going to look into it and see how that experience directly relates to what I am working on now with my second house perfection and my Chiron return and all of the things that I'm already aware of, but I was unaware, and the eclipse brought up a situation that was completely left field for me. And I was like, whoa, look at that. Oh my God, I did not realize. So, you could be possibly having these experiences too. You've got things coming randomly out of the blue that are, these are the things that we have pushed away and that we have chosen to not acknowledge that are so crucial and pivotal to us just going, oh, okay, and moving on. All right, so we bravely stand up, well aware of our wounds and self-doubt, and just say, fuck it. Why not me? All right. All of the inner work that we have been doing has built up enough courage to overcome the insecurities and to take steps into your new destiny. So, and yeah, we could be feeling, you know, we could be experiencing a lot of our old habits and old behaviors. Good morning, Jay. So, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy because, these wounds can be really raw. But, I've been using this analogy of don't just put a band-aid on it anymore. We need to clean that wound out. We need to look at it. We need to make sure that it's clean. We need to make sure that we as aware adults are actually peeling back the layers of muck so we're not just reinfecting our future. Okay. So, I mean, it sounds gross, but it's just how it is right now. I was saying to you yesterday that, it's Chiron, it's Mercury retrograde, it's Venus, it's your personal planets, it's you and your wounds and the sun and the North Node, this fate and the universe showing you what must be dealt with. You cannot let this go anymore. All right, so like even just today, so we had the sun, moon, and Chiron all at 19 degrees and 24 seconds of Aries. All right, that's like that. So that's a Chiron Kazemi. All right. So now the moon is going to be conjunct that Mercury retrograde at 12:37 today. So, how about you allow, if you start to feel things at around lunchtime, all right, so the moon, our emotional state, is coming back to that Mercury retrograde. So you might actually be, you might be given that memory so that you can emotionally unpack it, all right? That might be a very specific time and a specific thing that is coming up for you. All right. Now, we've got the Sun, Mercury, Chiron. So Mars and Saturn, they are also conjunct. So this is that Zen place. All right, so Mars, if you can imagine him, all right, the analogy that's coming forth right now is a builder so Mars would be the builder, whereas Saturn is the architect. All right, so Mars is like, come on, I gotta get this shit done. And Saturn's like, no, first we need to stand here because Saturn's been doing all of the work. Saturn's been looking at our foundations and what we've built our life upon in the last couple of months and assessing the situation going, okay, no, there's some bricks that need to be done. Those foundations are a little bit sketchy. Mars, how about you get in there and you carefully, good morning, Liz, and you carefully excavate the bricks and stuff that need replacing. So Saturn is trying to calm Mars down, even though Mars is in a very calm place. He just wants to get the job done. Aries, everything is in Aries, all right? So this Mars and Saturn can be very confronting because, there's two very masculine energies that just want to, but they're in a very subliminal place, you know, and this is where you're getting your strength, all right? Mercury is also in the mix. They're going, remember this, remember this, remember this. And everything's just like, woo, calm down. All right. So, and in saying that, how do you find your calm? All right. How do you find your calm? With Venus in Aries, are you doing any exercise? Previously, I said Venus in Pisces would be meditation and Pilates and yoga and that, you know, that more of a flow. Whereas now Venus wants effort. Okay. She needs some sort of sweat and heat. All right. So maybe you can try to honor Venus by going and doing a fast walk, or, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm always going to tell you to do squats, do push-ups, do some sort of physical exertion. Even if, doesn't matter your age, you know, there are always amendments that can be made, but it's really important that you start to, you know, like do these physical principles that just are in alignment with what the planets are doing. You know, like I said, Mars right now is quite calm. I was just talking to Norm and I told him about Venus in Aries, and I'm like, I would dare say that your female clients are giving it their all right now. They're smashing it out. And he was like, actually, you're right. He had a male class this morning and his men were struggling, whereas Alien had the female class and they were killing it. They were like pumping it out. And I was like, there you go, you know, so it's the same for yourself. No matter what your age is, you can always do wall push-ups. You can always walk a little bit faster. You can always, I don't know, add ankle weights. But, you know, this is that physical connection to the mental stuff that is going on for you. It is going to help you move through things if you move. All right. So I'll always tell you that. All right. I mean, it might be a little bit hard to meditate at this time as well. You know, we might just have too fast thoughts, even though Mars is in Pisces. Mercury is just impatient. All right. So, and then of course, one more that I haven't been using, but I want to address is Saturn is in conjunct. All right. So that adjustment required to the South Node. Now, yesterday I was telling you, or actually, no, maybe it was in when I did the week ahead, which is up on YouTube and in the group. Mars is in conjunct the South Node on the same day that the Mercury Cazimi is, so Friday. All right. So Mars is very aware of what needs to be let go of in a mental capacity, whereas now Saturn, all right, so this work that we're doing, this architectural, foundational, you know, sussing things out, it is aware. It is saying to Mars and to Saturn, I mean to the South Node, like, get those bricks, get, you know, that area of the foundation. That's the stuff that needs to be let go of because it's not strong. It's you know, it's weakened. It's, I don't know, concrete cancer, that's a thing, you know. So you actually have to get the mortar and remortar it, reconcrete it, whatever. So, you know, so yeah, I'm sure that you're very aware of the things that are hurting you in your life right now. Or like I said, those wounds, that pain. It's very, very obvious to you now. And, you know, don't shy away from it because, again, band-aid, festering wound. You actually need to look at that and clean it out once and for all before you then, you know, maybe you can not put the band-aid on. Maybe you can let it air heal. Anyway, I think I've gone on enough. But, you know, this moment is so very strong, and it's important for you to do the work. You know, it hurts, yeah, but you ain't going to die from it. You are going to thrive and move on bigger and better and stronger and more resilient than you've ever been before, because you have the courage to face the things that have once scared you. All right, so the card that's going to summarize all of this. Death and rebirth. Let it go. Let it pass on. There we go. I mean, look at, even just look at the card. You know, that beautiful skyscape. Hey, Honey Pat, how are you? You know, by just letting, you know, death is inevitable. You know, and we hold on to things when we should just let them go peacefully, you know. So don't be scared to address those things, you know. I don't know. I hope that you can resolve this easily, comfortably, calmly. You know, you are not going to die. It's only the memories that you are holding on to too tightly that are going to pass away. So, good morning, Vicky. You're going to have to go and watch the replay, lovely. Okay, so for my accountability group, my coaching group, 9:30, we have our next 9:30. Come and join the class. And I hope you have a wonderful day full of resolution. So I am available this afternoon for readings if you want to reach out. You can always just message me on the socials. I've got tomorrow off entirely, so I'm also available tomorrow. So take it easy, guys. Mwah. Bye.